Let's get right into this. Number 10, Einstein versus quantum mechanics. God does not play dice with the universe. That was Einstein, basically declaring the cosmos a strict no-gambling zone. But quantum mechanics rolled up to the table, threw dice, and then split into infinite universes where every outcome happened at once. Particles don't move politely like Newton's apples. They vanish, reappear, and behave like drunk magicians at open mic night. The double-slit experiment proved randomness is baked into reality itself, no matter how hard Einstein glared at it. And here's the kicker. Quantum mechanics isn't just abstract weirdness. It powers the lasers in your DVD player. Remember those? MRI scans that peek inside your body, and the GPS that saves you from getting lost on your way to Taco Bell. The universe isn't a neat chess match. It's more like a Vegas casino, where the house always wins, and the house is physics. Einstein hated that idea, but the jackpot turned out to be real. Turns out, the universe plays dice, and it's already cashed in your chips. Number 9, Pluto's demotion as a planet. Pluto is the 9th planet. You colored it in your solar system project, maybe gave it googly eyes, and defended it like a childhood pet. Then 2006 happened, and scientists dragged Pluto off the guest list, demoting it to dwarf planet. Why? Too small, too icy, and part of a sketchy crowd in the Kuiper Belt. It's like showing up to a black tie gala in sweatpants. Sorry, Pluto. No entry. But here's the fun twist. Pluto still has mountains made of water ice, a beating heart-shaped glacier, and more moons than Mercury. Some astronomers even want it reinstated because honestly, what's the difference between planet and dwarf planet besides snobbery? Meanwhile, kids today grow up learning 8 planets and don't understand why millennials cry over Pluto memes. Imagine being canceled by science, only to have a fan base more loyal than Taylor Swift's. Pluto may be tiny, but it lives rent-free in our cosmic feelings forever. Number 8, cold fusion hype collapse. Cold fusion will give us limitless free energy. That was the 1989 hype train when 2 chemists claimed they'd cracked the holy grail, nuclear power at room temperature. Newspapers screamed, "End of energy crises, world peace incoming." It sounded like a TED Talk on steroids. Labs everywhere tried to replicate it. And what did they find? Nada. The miracle fizzled faster than your New Year's resolutions. The data didn't hold up, reputations tanked, and the dream of free energy crawled back into the shadows. Humanity, meanwhile, went right back to burning oil and coal like cavemen with Wi-Fi. Here's the twist. Decades later, cold fusion research still lingers on the fringe. Some claim new experiments show promise, but mainstream science treats it like Bigfoot. Maybe fun, but probably nonsense. The cruel irony? For a brief shining moment, we thought we'd get infinite clean power, then woke up to the same old electric bill. Thanks, science. Number 7. Evolution doubted by early naturalists. Species don't change. God made them this way. That was the scientific mood board before Darwin. Animals were considered permanent fixtures, like IKEA furniture. Assemble once, never change. But fossils started piling up, looking suspiciously transitional. On the Galapagos, Darwin found finches with beaks custom-fitted for their snacks. Evolution wasn't just a theory, it was survival with a hammer. Adapt or die. Everyday life offers the same reminder. Blockbuster didn't evolve, and Netflix feasted on its bones. Still, even Darwin wrestled with doubts, worried about missing fossils. Fast forward, and DNA filled the gaps like the director's cut of nature's movie. Every strand screams constant change, constant remixing. The shocking part? Evolution isn't just about biology. It's about everything. Trends, tech, relationships. Adapt or watch yourself fossilize. Early naturalists didn't get it, but the truth was brutal. The only permanent thing about life is its ability to flip the script. Number 6. Newton's theories revised by relativity. Newton explained the universe. Gravity pulls apples down. Planets orbit neatly. The math worked so well it looked like divine law. For centuries, Newton's equations ran the show. Then Einstein barged in with relativity and said, "Cute, but space and time are bendy." Suddenly, Newton's perfect clockwork universe looked more like a trampoline where planets sink into space-time and curve paths around them. And here's the paradox. Newton wasn't wrong. His equations still guide rockets, satellites, and most of what we need on Earth. They just crack when things move near light speed or hang out around black holes. It's like having a bicycle that works perfectly until you try riding it into warp speed. Then you need Einstein's spaceship upgrade. Relativity didn't cancel Newton, it remixed him. Today we live in a world where both coexist, like the cosmic buddy cop duo. Newton wrote the rules, Einstein added the plot twist. Number 5. Early vaccines doubted, then vindicated. Vaccines are dangerous, don't trust them. That's not a Facebook comment from 2021. That's 1700s gossip when Edward Jenner first injected cowpox to protect against smallpox. People swore patients would sprout horns or moo at night. Spoiler, nobody turned into a farm animal. What did happen? Smallpox, the horror that killed 30% of its victims and scarred the rest, became the first disease wiped off the planet. Millions saved. Humanity leveled up. Yet vaccines never shed the controversy. Every new one sparks fresh conspiracy theories, louder protests, and still, they keep crushing diseases. Relatable? It's like hating seatbelts because they wrinkle your shirt. Annoying maybe, but life-saving. The irony? Anti-vaccine voices exist because vaccines already did their job so well. Most people today don't even know what smallpox looked like. Science doesn't always get love, but sometimes it quietly wins the war while everyone complains about the battle. Number 4, DNA structure mistaken before double helix. DNA is probably a triple helix. Yep, that was an actual serious guess before 1953. Some imagined tangled knots. Others thought it was just random blobs. Then, Watson and Crick, armed with Rosalind Franklin's X-ray data they conveniently didn't credit properly, unveiled the double helix. Elegant, simple, and mind-blowingly effective. Suddenly, heredity made sense. Life copies itself like a spiral staircase, unwinding and snapping back. Imagine finally guessing your Wi-Fi password after years of Tamiri and Cartron. Password 123. Today, DNA rules everything from ancestry kits to criminal forensics. But here's the kicker. Scientists weren't entirely wrong about the triple helix. Later, rare triple helix forms were found in cancer cells. Turns out the wrong guess had a creepy cameo in biology's horror film. The double helix may be biology's crown jewel, but the triple helix lurks like an Easter egg nobody wanted. Number 3. Ether theory, destroyed by experiments. Light travels through ether. For centuries, scientists believed space was filled with a magical, invisible substance, the cosmic equivalent of dial-up internet. Ether was supposed to carry light waves like air carries sound. Then, in 1887, Michelson and Morley ran their experiment to detect it, and nothing. No ether, just awkward silence and empty space. Einstein later explained that light doesn't need a medium. It's self-propelled, cruising through the vacuum like an untouchable rock star. Ether theory collapsed, leaving physics weirder, but more honest. Think of it like realizing Santa isn't real, crushing at first, but it explains why gifts always had your dad's handwriting. The ether was science's imaginary friend clung to until evidence ripped it away. Today, we still chase invisible things. Dark matter, dark energy, maybe real, maybe just another sophisticated ghost story waiting to be busted. Number 2, spontaneous generation disproved. Life just pops up out of nowhere. For centuries, people thought maggots spawned from rotting meat, mice from bags of grain, even frogs from mud. It was basically medieval Minecraft spawning rules. Then Louis Pasteur came along in the 1860s, sealed broth in flasks, blocked microbes from entering, and, surprise, no life appeared. Life didn't emerge from nothing. It came from other life. That discovery gave birth to germ theory, modern hygiene, and your hand sanitizer obsession. Relatable? It's like finding mold in your fridge and realizing it didn't appear magically. It just moved in like an unwanted roommate. The kicker? While spontaneous generation died, the question of how life began at all still haunts science. Abiogenesis, primordial soup, alien seeding, take your pick. Pasteur closed one door, but left the ultimate mystery wide open. Spontaneous generation didn't just vanish. It mutated into the biggest what-if of biology. Number 1, continental drift mocked, then accepted. Continents don't move. They're fixed forever. That was the consensus when Alfred Wegener suggested drifting landmasses in 1912. Scientists laughed him off, calling it pseudoscience. Fossils on opposite continents? Coincidence. Mountain ranges that line up across oceans? Just geology being cute. Wegener died in 1930 with his idea still ridiculed. Then the 1960s hit, and plate tectonics dropped the receipts. Seafloor spreading, earthquake zones, GPS measurements. The continents weren't just moving. They were full-on bumper cars smashing together, breaking apart, and doing it constantly. Today, we literally track continents shifting centimeters a year. The cruel twist? Wegener was right all along, just decades early. And he never lived to see science eat crow. It's like inventing TikTok in 1995. Genius, but nobody's ready. Turns out the ground under our feet is less stable than your Wi-Fi. And that's saying something.